Hey fam, it is your girl, the one, the only, Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. I hope everyone is having a blessed day thus far, is having a blessed week thus far. I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to be back. I had to take about a week off just because some weird stuff ended up happening where I scratched my eye with my contact. If y'all have contacts, y'all know how painful that can be. So I definitely had to make sure that I stayed away from screens, that I gave myself the time that I needed to heal so that I could come back and give y'all the best messages without any issues, without any issues. All right. So I am back today. I'm so excited to be back. The question that we are going to be answering today is, what are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Oftentimes, people are manifesting things into their life that they actually don't really want, only because they don't understand the power of manifestation. And then oftentimes, individuals are intentionally using their words, thoughts, actions, and feelings to draw to them what they actually really do want and desire out of life. So, manifestation is an interesting topic. It's a very interesting concept, rather, and also an interesting power that we have been blessed with. So, I just wanted to ask that question. Let's just ask. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, how this pick a card reading is gonna work is that you're gonna pause the video right now. You don't have to, but I would advise for you to pause the video right now and to choose the pile that you feel the most attracted to. Now, that could be because of the crystal or the artwork. I know one of my viewers said that it was too many options because she loved the artwork on my cards and she also loved the crystals. Now, if you feel like that, then choose both piles, okay? That's how you feel. Choose one, choose all, choose none. It's really up to you, okay? It's really up to you. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you at your reading. Fam, if you chose pile 1, which is the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck with the amethyst crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading right now. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Your girl has definitely been busy, been healing, but I've still been working and doing some, other tasks and whatnot. Y'all, before I even get started, if you would like to contact me, make sure you drop down in that description box. Okay. And look at all the information that I have there and reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram. Engage with my content. My content is amazing. And I'm always posting just such amazing and creative and just aesthetically pleasing and beautiful things. So you definitely want to make sure that you keep up with me. And I'm just going to continue to keep delivering. I'm going to just keep doing what I do. All right. So we're asking Spirit today, what are you manifesting? Okay, so what are you manifesting? What are the pile 1 viewers? Excuse me. What are y'all manifesting? First, we're going to start with what do you desire? What do you desire? What do you desire? I'm just going to get some clarification cards before I present my message and what I got. I might just get clarification as I go along, but for the most part, what do you desire? All right, so you have the 10 of Wands upright, the 4 of Wands upright, and then the 6 of Wands in reverse. So this is as far as what you're manifesting, and it doesn't always have to be positive and it doesn't always have to be negative, but I'm just going to tell you what it is, and it's really up to you to find your own personal understanding through what the information is telling you. But it seems like a lot of you all right now, you're manifesting a lot of hard work. You're definitely manifesting a lot of responsibility, especially with the 10 of Wands. And it's not to say that you don't have the ability to carry your load. It's just the fact that you're manifesting a heavy load right now, a heavy load. So that could be, work responsibility. It could be work responsibilities, family responsibilities. It could be even within your business. But a lot of you all, it could even be a sense of independence too. So independence, maybe you want to do things on your own, but it's just also understanding that you're manifesting a lot of responsibilities that are going to require you to have to do these things. It's going to be you. So if that's responsibility, if that's what you want, if you want multiple tasks, just understand that this is something that you're going to have to carry on your own. So this is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting a lot of tasks to do. But it seems like you have a lot of clarity and understanding. So you might just be that do it yourself type of person. You might be that type of person that feels like if I have to do something right, it has to be done by me. That's kind of what I'm getting from you. And maybe that is something that you want. Hey, maybe you do want to have the ability to show that you can, that you can stabilize your life. Okay, because we have stability here as well. Maybe, maybe you feel as though it's on you to have to marry, what you want in life together, if that makes sense. It's really on you. So you have that. I mean, it seems like there's kind of an egotistical flair around this where you feel like I said, if you want to do, if you want something done, it must be done by you because only you can do it the right way. Okay. That has like a little pretense of egotism or egoism. I think I said that right, egoism, because it's like you feel as though you're the only person that can accomplish this thing in the right way. Now, I do see that you seem to have a little bit much more clarity on what it is that you're setting yourself up for. So I think this is something that that you have to do. Like, I don't know what it is that you have to do because it's going to be different, and this is a general reading, but whatever this is that you're coming up against, I'm just going to tell you that it requires a lot. It's going to require a lot. Now, I will say definitely reach out for support from others, but it's really on you, okay? Because you have an ego, okay? You got a big ego. So it's really on you. But I can't say that this isn't something that you're blind about. This isn't something that you're ignorant about. This is something that I think you have full awareness of what has to be done. Okay. This is something I feel like you have full awareness of what has to be done. So I don't want to say that this is a bad thing or some type of negative connotation to whatever it is that you're doing, because it's different for everybody. But I do sense that you are completely, like I said, aware of what it is that must be done. You're completely aware of this thing. And this seems like it's really major. It seems like it's really big. So if you got this pile and you know that you're working towards something really big and you know that you have to take this thing on for you, and it has to be only you because only you can do this thing the right way, let me know what it is that is. Let me know what it is that is, because I can tell you there's been times in my life where even now as an entrepreneur that I know that it's on me, so that it's on you, whatever it is that you're doing, that it's on you. So I'm just curious to know what that thing is, but it's on you. And whatever it is that you're doing is definitely a part of just a major cycle that you're experiencing in life. It's a major cycle. It seems like you'll be moving on to the next level. So maybe this is just a momentary thing. Maybe it's just I know I just got to do this for the moment. And hopefully it's not something that continues to persist, because you definitely don't want to get to a place in which you're being completely egotistical and you're just expecting others to just move out your way, and you're just gonna kind of blaze your own. It's nothing wrong with being a trailblazer. There's nothing wrong with being that is amazing, but also understanding that within your journey, yes, there are things that you're going to have to do by yourself, but also understanding that help is available for you as well, for when times get too tough, for when all of these responsibilities and these things that you have taken on become too heavy, in times in which you may feel like you can't carry it. There is help and support out there. So just understanding that as well, and acknowledging that the help is there if you need it. You feel me? But I got mad cards that fell out, but I'm just gonna take the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're manifesting, like I said, you definitely want to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of becoming egotistical, and then even with the Knight of Wands, being too impulsive. You know what I'm trying to say? So it seems like you're trying to manifest independence in a sense, because you want to be completely independent from anyone else's intervention and whatnot. So if that's something that you want to be completely independent, you want to make your own decisions, it seems like you're setting yourself up to take these responsibilities because you don't want anybody to say anything to you. That's the vibe. Okay, so I just got a can't tell me nothing vibe. Like, that's that vibe. And it's not a bad vibe to have. It's just also understanding that you have to keep your ego in check. You have to understand when you need help and be willing to ask for that help. And then also with the Knight of Wands, just understanding impulsivity as well based off of that. So it's not to say that you will not be successful with whatever venture or whatever it is that you're stepping into, but just understand that when it comes to independence, there can also be downsides to that as well. So just being cognizant of that thing. But that's essentially what it is that you're desiring right now. Is like you just desire to do things your way. It's your way, or it's the highway. Whatever it is that you're taking on, it's like you want to be in full control of that thing, because you're taking all of your responsibilities and you're taking it with you. You know, you're carrying your load. Okay, responsibilities, burdens, and all. But this is something that I think that you're 100% clear about. So you're doing independence. You're doing independence, and you're doing it. You're doing it a common way. Because I definitely know that there are many people that do this way. Now, if you may have had to do this out of necessity. You may have had to do this out of necessity too. And if you've had to do this out of necessity and there's been no other way, that I can completely understand that. Just keep your emotions in check, and watch your behaviors and actions, and don't be too impulsive to rush towards things based off of, how you might momentarily feel, because this is just for the moment. So understand that too. So let's look at, what are your thoughts, words, and feelings setting you up for, because when it comes to manifestation, it's all about what you're thinking, it's all about what you're doing, and it's also all about what it is that you're saying. Okay, so what are your thoughts, feelings, and words setting you up for? And we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, it can stand for, friendship, but in this, what I heard to myself was also celebration and success. So, like I said, you deciding to take on what you're taking on independently, this may be out of necessity, because you want success and you want celebration. And that could be you finally becoming independent. That can be you finally leaving a job. It can be you finally graduating from school. It can be you finally deciding that the world is your oyster. It could be you finally deciding to start that business. It could be you finally deciding to, leave a relationship. Anything that you could think of that would set you up for complete independence from the control or intervention of others. It seems like that's what you want. But I think that, like I said, this is something that you're clear about. This is something that I feel like this is something that you've researched, and that you're, well informed about what it is that you're stepping to. Or not, if you're not well informed, you feel it. You feel it. You don't have to, maybe you don't have the facts, but somewhere deep inside, you feel that. You feel it. So let's get some more on this Three of Cups. Yeah, so all right, so I'm not even mad at y'all. I'm not even mad at you. Because here with the Ace of Pentacles as well, the Ace of Pentacles is literally success as well, because it's literally an opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's something of stability. I feel like you're that person that feels like, I know what has to be done, and it needs to be done this way. So I have to be in the position to make sure that it is brought about in the way in which I intended it to. You feel me? So the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a gift, it could be money, you know, it could be I was about to say a present, but that's the same thing as a gift. It could be a money making opportunity. It's just the start of something great. It's the start of something substantial. It's the start of something that will be around, something that will be long lasting, of something that will be timeless. Okay, it's really that, and you're taking it. You're taking it like it's yours for the taking. It's yours for the taking. So it's something that is gonna, propel you into higher heights. It's something that is gonna help you. What I just heard was a fast track. It's gonna fast track you through any challenges and hurdles and obstacles. Okay, it's something that's gonna take you to higher ground. Is what I'm getting. Is what I'm getting. So, I mean, whatever you're doing right now, you're manifesting some type of independence, but also understanding that it's not always going to be like this way. You will have help and you will have support. It's just understanding and acknowledging, being aware of when you need it, and not being afraid to ask for it. Not being afraid to ask for it. So with what are your thoughts, feelings, and words setting you up for? Essentially, in a nutshell, is really setting you up for success and celebration, and it's setting you up for new opportunities, and it's setting you up for, offers and more money, different things like that. It's a general reading, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm trying to keep things as open as possible. But that's what it's setting you up for. So, I mean, whatever it is that you got to carry on your own right now, I think you just kind of understand that that's something that you have to do. Or with manifesting, it may not be here. I'm trying to say, it may not be here, but you're building up to that. And that's what's going on. That's really what's going on. So we also have the Chariot. We also have the Chariot as well, that came out. So the Chariot is really all about fast moving action, and the Chariot is moving faster than even the Knight of Wands. So I would definitely, again, advise you to, as you're moving quickly through whatever task it is, whatever responsibility it is that you have, or obviously we know that you are trying to move into another cycle, into a newer level, into higher heights, into the higher ground, the positive plateau. We know that you're trying to move there. That's what you're trying to do. But I would definitely just advise you to just understand all of your actions and the intentions behind your actions, because if you didn't know that you was manifesting independence, if you didn't know that you was manifesting responsibilities and tasks, and you actually having to, put your sleeves up, then I also want to tell you that life is about to happen very fast. Like, life is really about to pick up. Things are about to pick up. Your opportunities being made available to you are about to pick up. Projects are about to pick up. And so within these things moving, and within life seeming like it's moving so fast, because it might be completely opposite from what you've previously experienced in life. Like, now you're actually in the driver's seat of your life. Things are moving quickly. You also want to make sure, like I said, that you're watching your words, your actions, and also your behaviors. You're not doing things that are too impulsive just because life is moving quickly. Life may be moving quickly, but you can still find a sense of stability within yourself, because now you're going to be moving into a new level, which might call for you to have a little bit much more maturity. Like, that's what you're asking for. You're asking for independence, but with independence comes maturity as well. With independence comes maturity. So with that being said, like, things are really picking up. Things are going to be moving very quickly, and you could have the potential of being drawn in multiple different directions. So you have to stay the course and focus on what the end goal is. Focus on what that end goal is. So your thoughts, your words, your feelings. You've been asking for success. You've been asking for more opportunity. You've been asking for things to pick up. You probably been asking for fast success, fast money, okay? You don't want slow bucks. You don't want slow bucks. You want fast money. Fast money. And it's not to say that, that means that you about to start doing mad illegal things to get fast money, but it's just saying, like, I want this money to come to me faster. I got things to do. Life needs to pick up. I got stuff to do. I have dreams, goals, aspirations, and things that I want to accomplish. Okay, so just understanding that your words, your thoughts, and your actions, whatever you've been doing, is really manifesting a vortex. Okay, when you step into that vortex, you're going to come out on the other side sooner than what you expected. Okay, because that's what vortexes do. So that's essentially what your thoughts, your feelings, and your words are setting you up for. So how can you better manifest what it is that you desire with intention? Because like I mentioned, when you manifest with intention and you actually are speaking what you want out into the universe, is like, that's amazing because you understand the power that is within. But if you don't understand and you're just unconsciously manifesting things that you don't want, even with intention, then you're just going to get more of what you don't want and continue to live an unfulfilled life. So let's see how you can better manifest what you want with intention. We have stand still. We have stand still. So I like this. I really do, because I felt like this was a message that was supposed to come out for y'all anyway, is having the ability to be stable within yourself. Okay, standing still doesn't mean that you don't do anything at all, like, what I'm trying to say. But standing still can also mean that you are concerned with your stability and being a pillar. What are pillars? Pillars are there. They're strong. There's nothing you can do to knock a pillar down, because that material that they utilize to make that pillar is for that intention. So think of yourself like a pillar. Think of yourself like a tree, like a deeply rooted tree. It's all about you being, and look, I think this is a stork. I want to say this is a stork. I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. But essentially, it's like birds really do be everywhere, for real. They really do be everywhere. But this specific bird decided to stand here in this specific spot for a reason. So it's just all about you understanding your intentions and understanding what it is that you want. And even at the present moment, and standing firm in that thing, rooting yourself in that thing, being stable within that thing instead of being all over the place. Here, there. Stand, be stable, because whatever it is that you're manifesting is a lot. It's a lot. When I see the 10 of Wands, it's like, that's a lot that you have going on right there. You know what I'm trying to say? It could get a little testy because it's really a lot. It's a lot of responsibilities. It's a lot of tasks. It's a lot of burdens. And it could potentially be at the detriment of the individual that is taking on all of those things. It can potentially be at the detriment. So what you need to do is, or what I would highly encourage you to do is to make sure that emotionally you are stable. Emotionally, if anything, you must be emotionally stable to keep your mental in check. So it's really going to be about your emotions and your ability to stabilize those things despite what is going on, because a lot of things are going to be going on, okay? With all of these different passions, hobbies, responsibilities, tasks that you're taking on, it's going to be a lot. Life is going to be moving very quickly towards what you say you want, which is success, happiness, celebration, more opportunities, more money-making opportunities, something substantial. So you must be emotionally ready for that thing. So that's what I would say. Stabilize yourself, stabilize your emotions, and just get things in check, and don't be too impulsive. Don't be too impulsive. Like, here we have surrender to what is. Surrender to what is. So how you can better manifest what you want with intention is to surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. And I completely love this, because you have a lot of things that are going to be jumping within your life. So you must emotionally be in a place of, you know what? It is what it is. That's how you'll be able to stand still. This is how you'll be able to, combat any type of impulsivity. And impulsivity isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's just the behaviors that some people do with that lack of impulse control can really get out the way. So you definitely want to make sure that you're checking your actions and you're checking your behaviors, but you must do so through acceptance of what is. So I definitely hope that this reading was helpful. I definitely hope that you were able to get some messages that were empowering and that could definitely help you continue to keep moving forward. Everything that I say here is literally for your progressive development, which is for you to continue to keep developing into the person that you really want to be. And that you're able to, just live a more fulfilled and satisfied life because you chose to, because you set yourself up to experience that. So that's all that I have today. I hope you enjoyed this reading, like I said, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. All right, fam. If you chose pile 2, which is the Muse Tarot deck with the rose quartz, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. We're asking Spirit, what are you manifesting? Okay, so we're going to be looking at what do you desire? What are your thoughts, feelings, and words setting you up for? Because when it comes to manifestation, that's what you're using. You're using your thoughts first and foremost. You're using your words. What are you speaking? And then also your feelings. How do you feel? Because emotions are very big when it comes to manifesting. You have to get into the feeling of it, So we're going to be looking at what those things are actually setting you up for. And then we're also going to look at how you can better manifest what you want with intention, and just understanding that, there are individuals that know that manifestation is a very powerful tool. And so they use everything. They use all of their tools to bring about the result that they want. And then there are some individuals who don't understand what manifestation is. And so they don't really understand that they could be unconsciously manifesting things into their life that they don't want. So it's really all about clarity and getting clear. But hence, that's why you're here. You wanted to get clear about this topic. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead. Yeah, so a lot of you all, without even putting the cards down, it's like a lot of you all are manifesting some type of relief. Like you're manifesting relief, and you're manifesting a sound mind. And a sound mind is just, you're just manifesting what I got was just peace. You want peace. And I think this is a mental health thing too. A mental health thing. It's a mental health pile. But it's like you're really trying to manifest peace right now. Peace and freedom from just anxiety. Peace and freedom from anxiety. A lot of you all have been dealing with anxiety. A lot of you all have, potentially experienced some, severe mental health issues, and mental health issues that have potentially even held you back in life. You haven't been able to reach your full potential because you could be living in fear. I feel like a lot of you all are trying to manifest peace. You don't want to live in fear anymore. You don't want to live in fear anymore. But I'm going to get some more cards and we're going to keep reading. Yeah, a lot of you all just want to take it back to when you had no issues. You know what I'm trying to say? You want to take it back to when things was just a lot lighter and easier, a lot lighter and easier. Or maybe you perceive them to be. But also, this is a mental thing. So why you got to keep perceiving what's going on to be so tough, A lot of you all you're seeking peace and you're seeking refuge. You're seeking peace and you're seeking refuge. And there's just the overwhelming, I don't want to say it's the overwhelming fear, but there is some type of fear that could potentially be holding you back that is showing itself now. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like a lot of you all really do desire to get to a place of peace, to get to a place of just oneness within yourself. You want to be able to listen to yourself a lot better. You want to be able to tap into your intuition. You want to be able to not always feel like you have to defend yourself against somebody. You just want to be understood. You want your emotions to be understood. You want things to be validated. You want to finally rest within your mind. A lot of you all could be having issues with insomnia. You could be having issues with that. Maybe, and a lot of you all could be having issues with living in the past as opposed to living in the present. So as far as, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Now let me keep reading because I was about to bring it back to the topic, but I'm not gonna stop myself. Like, I'm not. So you guys are definitely, a lot of you are potentially living in the past, and just thinking about how things used to be. You know, they used to be a lot lighter. They used to not be so challenging. Okay, life used to be a little much more easier. But the one thing I can say that you desire with yourself is just you desire clarity as well. Now, I'm only saying as well because pile one was clear about who they are. Y'all are desiring clarity because you just are tired of having to fight and defend. You just want clarity. You just want things to be what they are. Like I said, you just want to be understood. And there is a fear that is holding you back, but it's not to say that this isn't something that can be easily defeated. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not something that can be, it's not like it's something that's tough. It's just that even with the Knight of Materials and that being the slowest moving knight, it just may be something that is taking you some time to really understand and to become aware of. You know, it's taking you some time, but the work that you will be doing, especially if you're doing healing work, is going to be, it's going to pay off. It's just taking slow. It's taking a while. So essentially, what you're manifesting, I know what you desire right now, like I said, is you're just desiring a state of peace. You're desiring a state of oneness. You're desiring a state of clarity. You want to be able to see things clearly. And I don't even think that you're focused on, it's not to say that you're focused on the future, but you're someone that is very focused on the past. And it's like switching that thinking to be more in the present. You know what I'm trying to say? To be more in the present. Because when you can get past thinking about your past in a way, it won't debilitate you where you are, and it won't discourage you from looking towards your future. It's like, you know, there's different types of people. There's people that live in the present. You know, there's people that live solely in the past. There's people that are always thinking about the future, so they don't do what they need to do in the present. You feel what I'm trying to say? There's people that think about the past, so they don't do what they need to do in the present. It's like you need to bring yourself to the present moment and understand that what you're presently doing, focusing on things from the past and things being a certain type of way and them not being that way right now, is hindering you from creating the type of future that you actually could create yourself, which could be 10 times better than your past. Okay, it could be 10 times better than your childhood when you was all in your imagination and it's like, and that's nothing wrong with that, but you can also be an adult and a future forward thinking adult that is still living through their imagination. And now you're an adult, so you have more autonomy, you have more, your free will is more recognized as an adult. Okay, when you're a child, it's like your autonomy, your free will isn't really recognized as much, only because, you know, society, how society is and how some parents are, and they feel like they got to control their kids and all of these different things. You know, yes, teach your kids what they need to know, but at the end of the day, they're their own people as well. So it's like, there's that, but you can also be an adult that has the ability to create what you want for yourself that is substantial based off of your free will, based off of your autonomy. You have the ability to live within your imagination as well, but to continue to keep moving forward in life. So it's just, you desire peace. You know, you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. You've been dealing with a lot of issues, maybe unresolved traumas from your childhood, that, you know, they're keeping you stuck. They're keeping you stuck. They're keeping you stuck. It's not giving you the opportunity to really run towards where you actually want to be in life. It's not really giving you the opportunity to do so. So there's a certain level of maturity. You're going to have to put your panties or your underwear, your boxers, whatever it is that you wear. Maybe you don't wear underwear, because some people be like that. Okay, some people be like that. So whatever it is, you're gonna have to put them pants on. You have to put that skirt on. You have to put that dress on. Whatever it is that you wear, you're gonna have to, you know, put it on and start walking. You got to put it on. So there's a certain level of maturity that is really highly encouraged for you to experience, for you to seek, so that you can go create the life that you really want, as opposed to always thinking about the past. So what are your words, feelings, and thoughts setting you up for? Okay. So we have the world. The world. Your thoughts, your feelings, what you desire, you wanting peace, you just wanting things to be easier, you want to stop defending yourself, you want to be understood, you want to be able to move past things, you want to be able to, all of those things. It's really setting you up to be able to do so. So if you've been focusing on your healing, dealing with your childhood traumas, or if you have not yet, your ability to focus on those things will help you to wrap up cycles in your life and help you to move on. It will help you to move on, and it will help you to feel just a lot much more empowered and at peace with yourself. So I don't like telling people to move on. I don't like telling people to move on because I can't say that. All I can do is highly encourage you, because everyone thinks that their situation is unique, and situations can be unique. We all deal with different things, but at the end of the day, those different things and the way in which they're expressed kind of all leads back to the same root issues. So you just got to deal with it, have a certain level of maturity about it, and keep going. And the more that you deal with it, the more that you keep going, it will resolve itself. Just don't stop walking. Don't stop walking. So I feel like with childhood, with your childhood, with any traumas that you may have experienced, I feel like this all has to do with family. It has to do with family. It has to do with legacy. It has to do with generations. It has to do with generations. So I really think that whatever it is that you're dealing with, it could be something that has just been even a generational curse within your family. It has been something that's been there. It's been something that maybe the other individuals within your family haven't taken the time to want to heal. And I see that with you, it's like your words, your feelings, and your thoughts are setting you up and putting you in a place to where you can actually heal these things and be able to literally create the legacy that you want for yourself and that you want for your family, because it's more than just you. It's more than just you. So it's sad to say, but the issues in which you're dealing with are issues that you have inherited. The issues that you're dealing with are issues that you have inherited. So when you think about that it puts you in a more empowered position if you so choose to make a change. Now, some people would hear this and say, "Oh, I've inherited this thing, so it's not on me because this is something my whole entire family deals with." Okay, but you're going to continue to deal with this, and potentially your children will inherit this thing because you didn't decide to heal it. So yes, I felt like a deep sigh of relief from somebody, a deep sigh of relief of, it's not me. It might not be you, but it's on you to fix, and it's on you to solve, because this is just what it is. It's just what it is. It's you. It's your path in life. It's where you are. It's the cards that you were dealt, and you have to play those cards to the best of your ability. And that's what you want. You want to be able to create a new legacy, create something new. You want love, you want peace, you want beauty, you want harmony, you want to move on to new cycles. A lot of y'all too, you have a passion of wanting to travel the world here. Just looking at this 6 of Cups card, of course, the world, cosmos, which would also signify some type of travel as well. So a lot of you all, that just was a message that came up. It's all about traveling, but you're definitely keeping yourself stuck in a place instead of just going out and stepping out on faith to go get what you want. So let me get another card. Yeah. Yes, a lot of you all just want to co-create. You want to create co-create the life Yeah, a lot of you all just, you have a lot of beautiful things that you can bring into this world. Okay, that you could bring into this world, not even into your own zone of awareness, but for the other people that are around you. Like, you have the potential to impact a lot of people, but whatever fear and anxiety that you could that could still be there festering underneath the surface, that fear and anxiety is holding you back. But you actually do have the potential to go out and create these things that you want. You have so many positive and affirming cards here. We have the Magician, and then what else came up as well? The Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is solely built off of passion. Like, it's passion. It's passion. It's creativity. It's like sacral chakra energy. Sacral chakra energy, because the Wands card can also be very sexual in nature as well. So I'm just getting a lot of sacral chakra energy that's coming from you. So you're very creative. I'm also getting issues with the solar plexus, which could potentially be holding you back. So you could have some issues with your self-image is what's kind of coming up as well. However, at the end of the day, you still want to manifest peace, and that's something that you desire. So regardless of what is going on with you, I would say think about the end goal of what it is that you're manifesting, of what it is that is to come, and to align yourself more with that energy as opposed to always looking back to the past. So you guys have very passionate energy as well. And if directed and focused in a positive way, you can really bring about some amazing creations. Some amazing creations. So we have that. Yes, as far as creativity, here we had the Empress card as well. The Empress. So I would definitely say that, the world is definitely your oyster, and for you to start looking at that as well. And for you to also start to understand how important it is to be generous with yourself, as opposed to just first you jump in to do so many things for other people, but like, be generous with yourself. Speak to yourself in a positive way. Be forgiving. Be loving. Love on yourself. Okay? Show yourself unconditional love despite the things that you've been through. Parent yourself. A lot of you all have to heal some childhood traumas, and it might be from you having to speak life into your child. Speak life into your child. Speak life into your childhood self. So y'all could be parents too. Speak life into your child. But as far as, speaking life into your childhood self, and reassuring your childhood self that you will parent your childhood self in ways in which your childhood self wasn't parent, and that you parented, and that you will support yourself in ways in which you may not have been supportive. You have to step up, and you have to be that person for yourself, for you. So, oh yeah, the Empress does signify someone who may be pregnant with a child, or even someone who just has so much inside of them that has just kind of been, I don't want to say festering, but has just kind of been forming underneath the surface, and it needs to come out into this world. So it's really going to be up to you to allow yourself, and give yourself that permission to bring these things out into the world. And Page of Inspiration, yes, you have something important to say. Okay, you have something important to do. You have something that colorful. You have colorful to create. A lot of you could be artists. You could be people that have so many innovative ideas. Excuse me, but you're allowing something to hold you back. But all you really want is the peace. And once you get to a place of peace, you will be able to then put these things out into the world. You're more at peace with yourself, and you're generous with yourself. You understand that you have something to create, and you can't hold yourself back from creating that thing. It must come out into the world. So this is definitely an internal pile. Okay. All of it is pretty internal, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. So let's see. How can you better manifest what you want with intention? How can you better manifest what you want with intention? And what we have here is, give me 1 second. My card fell on the ground. Oh, we have openness. We have openness, which is amazing. It's something that you're requesting anyway. You're requesting some type of clarity. You were desiring some type of clarity. You were desiring some type of the end to struggle and strife, and to stop having to defend yourself, and to all of these different things that you just did not want to do anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? Some of y'all too, I feel like I would highly encourage you to just don't feel like you have to fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't feel like you have to fight. Don't feel like you have to always be putting yourself in a position to have to move things out of your way. It's like, just focus on you within yourself and your own healing, and these things, these boulders, these boundaries, these things that are potentially keeping you boxed in, will eventually, at a certain point in time, like, those chains will be broken. Those chains will be broken. But whatever is going on with you, or whatever you're desiring, it's just a very internal thing. So with openness is really it's also about clarity. But how do you come from clarity? How do you, how can you become clear on things if you're not vulnerable enough to be mindful, to pay attention, to understand, to become aware? So how can you better manifest what you want with intention? I think it's just you being vulnerable and open with yourself, and knowing that, maybe you do need some support to help you through this time of healing. Maybe you do need to take a step back from trying to be some type of way to the world, and just to completely focus on what you're doing right now. Maybe you do need to understand that there's been ways in which you have not been showing up for yourself. You haven't been generous or loving, so it's really all about having the ability to just be open and be vulnerable. Like, be vulnerable, and vulnerable does not necessarily mean that you have to be breaking down crying every 2 seconds. Like, vulnerability is just openness, and just being unabashedly open. Like, this is just what it is. It is what it is. Like, the cards are on the table. The cards are on the table, literally and figuratively. The cards are on the table. Stop hiding from yourself. Allow yourself to if you experience fear, everyone experiences fear. It just is what it is. But to the point in which you can allow fear to cripple and debilitate you, that's a problem. That's a problem. And you want to be understood. That's something that you want. But why focus so much on other externally, as far as other people understanding you, and just better understand yourself? It's kind of message that I'm getting. So let's get a sacrifice card to see how you can better manifest what you want with intention. What can you do? Or what can you let go of? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That's something that you can do. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and soar in your life, which is amazing. So essentially, you all, like I mentioned, are still dealing with things from your past. You're still dealing with things from your childhood. And the fact of the matter is that you are a powerful manifester. You really are. We all have the potential to be powerful manifestors, but manifestation, that card specifically came up in your reading. And not only just the card itself, but so many other cards that denote creativity and expression and expansion, especially with this world card. Expression and expansion. Like, and your thoughts, your words, and your feelings are setting you up for that. So don't go against the grain of what it is that you actually know that you really desire by holding on to things from your past. Okay? Don't go against the grain. Like, once you give up those things from the past, you will see. And what I believe is that you will see, just not even just how far you've come, but just you will see the wonders of what is to come for you, even from the point in which you are now. So I was going to keep going. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop myself right then and there. You want peace, and peace is inevitable for you, but it really comes from you allowing yourself, and um, um, giving yourself the permission to have what it is that you want. And there's so many nice things that you really, so many creative and colorful things that you have the potential to actually bring into, not only your awareness, but into the awareness of others through actually manifesting that thing into something physical. So I would just say keep going. I can't tell you to move on, but I can tell you that if you remain stuck in the past and replaying things, that it is going to affect your ability to be in the present, and be in the present working towards the future that you really want. So that's it for me. I definitely hope that you all enjoyed this pile. I hope that you were able to find some messages that were beneficial and that can help you towards your progressive development. This is your girl, the one and the only Spicy. I'm signing out, and I will see you in the next reading. All right, fam. It is your girl, the one, the only Spicy, and I am back with another reading. Pile 3, let's do it. This is, what are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting what you want with the intention, or are you unconsciously manifesting things that you don't want with or without intention? Okay. With or without intention, because it can get like that. Okay. So it's just important. This reading was important for me to do, just to, let you know and give you some type of confirmation if you are manifesting great things into your life. And if you are not manifesting great things into your life, just what you can do to continue to, better manifest what you want, what you actually want, and what you actually really desire, and what's within your heart's desires. So if you chose pile 3, which is the Essential Tarot with the pyrite crystal, we just gonna go ahead and get started. So what do you desire? That's the first question we'll be answering. What do you desire? So a lot of you all, what is that? That's the 6. I'm tripping. A lot of you all, it's literally 6 swords there. And I was like, what's that? A lot of you all, literally, the 6 of swords really denotes moving away from difficulties. So it could be traveling. It could be actually physically moving. But it can also be moving past difficulties, even mental health issues, things that you've externally experienced, internally experienced, maybe blockages, things that have been put in your path, maybe external things as well. Maybe there's an environment that you want to get out of. Yeah, mostly environment is kind of what I'm getting. You want to be someplace that is more fitting and in line with you and how you think and how you feel. So a lot of you all just want to move past some type of difficulties. Yeah, I think it's internally, especially with the Tower in the reverse. So it could be internally, but I also feel like the environment that you are in plays a role on these things as well. So I definitely would say it's environment too that I'm kind of getting. But this is the 8 of Wands. So it's like whatever you're desiring to get away from, you want to do it quick with the swiftness. You want to do it very quickly. And because I think this is something that has been overdue. This is something I feel like you acknowledge within yourself has been overdue. This is something in which you've acknowledged that has needed to change. So I would say that you're 100% aware of what this is. We all have different things going on. This is a general reading, but even within your own personal situation, I think you've already come to the conclusion within yourself. And I love this because it seems like pile 1 and 3 is aware. Like y'all know what is going on. Y'all know what is going on. And not to say pile 2 wasn't that way. They just needed a little bit of support. But I can definitely say that y'all know what type time it is. Y'all know what's going on. You know that things have been stagnated. You know that things that should change maybe have not changed. And that's why I think that you want to move very quickly towards bringing about the change that needs to happen. You know, this is something I can say that you've been moving you're trying to move very quickly, and you're very positive and you're very optimistic about what it is that has not changed that needs to change. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not happy with that thing, but as far as your ability to move past it, your ability to keep going, that has your ability to move past it and your ability to keep going, you have a positive attitude and mindset about that thing. So it's just difficulties, but I'm gonna see what it is. You're manifesting breakthrough. You're manifesting breakthrough. Because I was like, what are you manifesting? You're manifesting a breakthrough. You're manifesting a major change in your own personal situation, something that you found to be very difficult. Now this could have to do with your confidence and your ability. It's like, yeah, I think it's confidence. It's confidence. And your ability to see yourself as more than you've been perceived. To see yourself as more than you've been perceived. So I think that you've been put in a box. In your whatever situation that you were in that's very difficult, you've been put in a box, and you really want to stretch and you really want to grow. And people may have perceived you to be aimless. People may have perceived you to be naive. People may have perceived you to be docile. And I think that has really set you up to experience a lot of traumatic things because of how other people have perceived you to be. Like, you feel like you're so much more worthy than how other people have perceived you to be. You're stronger. You're smarter. You've been underestimated. It's like an underdog type of energy. It's like you're not trying to deal with that. You just trying to get to where you need to go with the quickness. And you understand that that's something that needs to change. So maybe people have seen you as less than what you see yourself. They've seen you as less than. Yeah. Yep. They've seen you as less than. And this is why you're literally ready to move on past that energy, because it's not in alignment with who you are. There's something that you have been searching for. There's something that you have been looking for. And this is just a moving on type of energy. You're really manifesting some type of breakthrough of your situation, and you really want to move past it because there's something greater for you out there, and you must go find out what that thing is. You're tired of people perceiving you to be one type of way when you could be very dynamic. You're tired of people perceiving you to be some type of way. And it's more so other people's perceptions of who they think that you are that had potentially been holding you back. But what you're desiring is to really break out and to really show people who you are. You really want to show people who you are. They've only seen half the story. And there's so much more. Like, that's how you feel. Like, it's like you only know half the story. Like, you don't even really know these things that are going on. It reminds me of like when an artist decides to make a documentary and they really just break down stuff from their own perspective and they're just being open and vulnerable. It's like, that's how you are. You're just like, look, y'all don't even know half the story. Like, you could talk, you could do whatever you want to do. Like, I don't know what you want to say, but that's not who I am. There's so much more. There's so much more to me. So maybe you desire to just really show people who you are. You really, maybe just show people who you are. Like, the song that just came to my mind was Mary J. Blige, when she was like, you can look at my life and see what I see. Like, you really need to understand where I came from and understand what I've been through, so you can really understand me in a way that is true. You know, you really trying to, it's not like you're trying to control the narrative of your life, but it's like you really are trying to really show people that you're more than what they thought you were. I'm more. Like, I have depth. There's more to me. And you just want to move past your difficult situation so that you can go get what you really want to get with the quickness. Okay? Y'all aren't playing games. Y'all aren't playing games. Let me get another card. Yeah, y'all aren't playing games. Yeah. Y'all aren't playing games. Especially with this King of Pentacles. I like it that there's a certain type of now this is the opposite from the other decks, but there's a certain type of maturity that you have about yourself. Because that's what the King of Pentacles is. He's a mature person. He's a person that's like, look, I done been through it. It is what it is. But I've taken my problems and I've transmuted them into positive things. So you came out on the other side. That's just something that you really want to do. You really want to come out on the other side of the difficulties that you've been experiencing. And you want to show people that there's more to who you are. You want to take a circumstance or a situation that was deemed as hopeless, was deemed as, oh, this person was never going to be anybody, was deemed as, oh, we don't need to invest into them because whatever, you know, into, well, you don't want to invest in me. You see me as this way. You don't see me as, you don't want to show me respect. You don't want to show me dignity. You don't want to be civil with me. Well, then I'm going to go seek what it is that I want, and I'm going to come out on the other side. What you thought was hopeless, a circumstance, a situation that you thought was dead, I'm going to go out and I'm going to seek life. I'm going to pour life into me. I'm going to pour life into my situation, and I'm going to come out on the other side. So y'all are doing some major work here. You want respect. You want respect. That's what you desire. You desire respect. You desire civility. Okay? That's what you desire. You want respect. And it's like, if y'all don't want to give me my respect, then I'm going to go live life, and I'm going to go live how I want to live, and I'm going to pop out, and you're going to have no other option but to respect me because I went through my process. I went through my process. You know that it's been a while. You could have been held back. Your environment could have been the thing holding you back. But it's like, you want respect. That's what you desire. You desire respect. Maybe people have not been respecting you. Maybe they've been seeing you some type of way. And you know this has to change. You've known this has to change. So you're seeking respect. You see yourself as more. It's like you're working on your self-image. But as you work on your self-image, others are going to have no other option but to perceive you as such. Whether if they like you or not. If they don't, they're going to have no other option but to respect you. What are your thoughts, words, and feelings setting you up for? What are your thoughts? What are your words? What are your feelings setting you up for? Y'all, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Stay counting these cards. Like, counting the cards. Like, this is the 9 of Cups. Okay? So everything that you have been thinking, the words that you have been saying to yourself, the feelings that you've been feeling, they're setting you up for accomplishment. The 9 of Cups, to me, I also think about satisfaction. I think about overflow. I think about having more than enough. I think about accumulation. I think about just feelings of pleasure and feeling pleased with what you've built up for yourself. Feeling pleased with what you've built up for yourself. Like, this was underdog energy, but y'all really about to come out on top. Just keep and just coming out from being respected because you've built yourself up in a certain way that no one can disrespect you. Like, they can try, but it's not going to do much to you because you've already built yourself up and you've surrounded yourself and you went out and you've gotten the things that you want in your life, and you have more than enough. Okay? You have more than enough. So satisfaction is kind of what I keep getting. Satisfaction, definitely success and accomplishment. That's something that you setting yourself up for. And especially with that King of Pentacles, it's imminent. Okay? It's imminent. Because that person that has that King of Pentacles energy, that person that has that is someone who has worked their butt off. They've not only done they've had to do the inner work to even get to a place to where they can, go after, just material things, and things that they're in harmony with, because these are the things that they know that they deserve. So a King of Pentacles, that's someone who has definitely went through, some level of the healing process in order to understand that they are allowed to have what they want. They're allowed to have what they want, despite what anybody has to say. It's a mature man, a mature woman. That's what that energy is. And so despite what it is that you're getting away from or what you've gotten through, it's like satisfaction is imminent, because I'm assuming that you see yourself as more than what other people see you as. You see yourself as more. Your words, your thoughts, and your feelings, they're definitely setting you up to be more in tune with who you are, to be more in tune with who you are, especially with the High Priestess and intuition. Now, the High Priestess definitely has magician energy as well, because this energy is utilizing, their intuition to be able to think, think and grow rich. Okay. Think and grow rich. It's just a thinking energy. It's a thinking energy, and it's also a feelings energy as well. So your thoughts, your feelings, and your words are putting you more into harmony with what it is that you want. Your thoughts and your feelings and your words are it's like they're fueling you. They're fueling you in a sense. They're fueling you. Like your thoughts, your feelings, and your words are setting you up to receive even more information, even more helpful information that you can utilize to continue to keep walking to where it is that you want to go. So you're in a sense, it's like you're becoming self-sufficient, if it makes sense. You're becoming self-sufficient. You're tapping into more of a limitless energy that is going to keep giving. It's going to keep giving. If you're a creative person, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have to worry about being innovative anymore. You're going to keep getting ideas. You're going to keep getting ideas that are going to continue to keep pushing you further to where you want to be, to the success, to the accomplishment, to you gaining what it is that your soul needs. So that's amazing. I'm just going to push these cards up. I know I kept messing with them, but it is what it is, y'all. I have a new nail set on today that I created with the evil eyes. So it just is what it is. My nails be moving the cards around. But yes. Okay, so we also have the Knight of Swords as well. What are your words, feelings, and thoughts setting you up for? Well, they're definitely setting you up for action. Okay, and I just heard the dancehall song in my head, or the reggae song in my head. Action. I'm not gonna sing it, but if you're a real one, you know what it is. You know what's up. But for the most part, the Knight of Swords, yeah, like, but you were already, the thing is like what you were desiring, which was, forward moving progression and action, and actually you moving out of your situation, actually you developing yourself into someone to be respected, because that's what your soul needs. It's like it all kind of ties up within each other. So it's like what you're desiring and what you're manifesting are like they're in alignment with each other. But just understanding that it's it's gonna take you putting your best foot forward. But I think that that's something that I think that's something that you're willing to do. You've read the room. You understand the assignment. This is the pile where you understand the assignment. Like you definitely understood the assignment, whatever it is that you have to accomplish or deal with right now at this point in your life and within your journey. And so I think that you understand that it's going to take your effort. It's going to take you, it's going to take your words. It's going to take your thoughts. It's going to take your feelings. It's going to take your behavior, your actions. Like that's something that you accept. You've expected it. You accept that thing. And now you're putting your best foot forward. So it's like it's setting you up to be in a position to where you must do. But I think that that's something that you already understand. You already understand that. You understand that if you want something, if you want to be perceived in a certain type of way, if you want to reach a certain level of success, that it's going to be up to you and up to your own actions and behaviors to help get you there. You know, it's going to be up to you. You have to act on this information that you have been given through your intuition. You must act on that information. And the Knight of Swords is not even an impulsive type of person. He's not impulsive because he got the truth. He know what's up. It's just now you have to put yourself in a position to act on what you know. Okay? To act on what you know. So let's see, how can you better manifest what you want with intention? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this deck over here, and we're gonna get the Sacred Destiny Oracle. The Sacred Destiny Oracle. And we're going to see, how can you better manifest what you want with intention? We have forgiveness. We have forgiveness. So, look, if people wasn't respecting you, you know, you just forgive it. Forgive it. Like, forgive the difficulties that you experienced within your past, because look at just all the things that you're moving towards. Look at all the amazing things that you're manifesting. The King of Pentacles energy, the King of Pentacles, that's what you're desiring. You're manifesting the Nine of Cups, having all it is that you need. Okay, having an overflow, accumulation. Okay, accumulation, overflow, having more than what you need, being completely satisfied, accomplished. You would be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you did not forgive your past and move on. Okay, and I know it's tough and I know it's difficult, but that's just what you want to do anyway. You want to move past it. So in order for you to move past it with the quickness, you just have to be like, you know what, whatever happened. If some things were in my control, I forgive myself. If things were out of my control, I forgive the other people that did not handle me with care. The other people that didn't know that I was a delicate soul. You know, I have to forgive myself for not understanding that I'm delicate, for not understanding that I'm sensitive, for not understanding these different things about me. Maybe you put yourself in situations that weren't of your highest good. Other people put you in situations that weren't of your highest good. But the only thing that you can do is to forgive it, because just look at where you're headed. Look at where you're going. Look at what you're manifesting. Why would you allow something from the past to hold back the beautiful things that are to come into your life? So you just gonna have to forgive. You're gonna have to forgive. You know, you're gonna have to be okay with knowing half of the story. You might have to. We don't know why people did these things to us. We don't know why maybe we did these things to ourselves, you know? Sometimes when I try to think back to situations that I've been in, I literally cannot fathom how I would have been in those situations. Even though I was there at that point in time, even though it was me, I'm just like, dang, I can't even get back into that headspace of thinking how I could have thought to do something like that. Like, I can't even, you know, and that's just where the maturity comes from. It's like just being like, look, I was young. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't fathom what I was thinking. I can't put myself back in that situation, and it's okay. I'm not gonna be mad at myself for not knowing what I know now. You know, and that's something you got to say to yourself. Like, I can't be mad at myself for not knowing what I know now, because now you know it, and now it's of your utmost responsibility to act with the information that you know. Okay, to act with the information. Knight of Swords, okay, that to act with that information that you now know. Okay, so let's get you a sacrifice card. Oh, jumping Jehoshaphat. Just playing. Y'all, I'm done. Nah, that card really was jumping. Surrender to the magic of who you are. You know, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So other people may not have wanted to respect you, but I'm sure you always knew it was something special about who you were. And you was just like, you know what? It's something special about me. So I might have to leave this environment to go out and to continue to develop that uniqueness and speciality that is within me, so I can really be who I want to be, and I can really go accomplish what I want to accomplish. Okay, So that's kind of the energy and vibe that I'm getting from y'all. It's a lot of forward moving action. You have the knight here. You have the knight here. You have the 8 of wands. You have the 6 of swords. It's a lot of moving on. Oh, you have the 8 of cups too. Yeah, it's a lot of moving on type of energy. So you all just really want to move on. You want to experience a breakthrough. That's what you really are, manifesting a breakthrough in your own personal situation and who you are. And just respect and just making yourself just a respectful person like in society. It's like no one can tell you nothing because you've really you've outdone the perceptions of other people on your life and of who you are. Like you've really shown who you are, and you're really trying to, like it says, surrender to the magic of who you are. I think that's something that you already know that you must do. You understand that you're special. You understand that you're unique. You're more than what other people think that you are, and you really want to show that to the world. So that's it for me. I definitely hope that you enjoyed this pile. I hope that this reading was helpful, that you were able to take some positive messages from this reading that will aid you in your own progressive development. And I'm going to keep it right there, y'all. I really hope that you all have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see you in the next reading.